Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, 4 of the 11 respondents in the Christine Dacera case have told their side of the story. They believe there was no foul play but revealed new information which they think could help prove their innocence. Prosecutors take the lead in the investigation, saying the case is not yet closed. And President Rodrigo Duterte assures justice for the Dacera family. Metro Manila Police Chief Vicente Danao Jr. joins us live. More details are emerging about what happened on that New Year's Eve party where the 23-year-old Christine Dacera ended up dead. 4 out of the 11 respondents in the case speak up and told their side of the story. Our Paulo Barcelon tells us more.
Valentine Rosales, one of the 4 respondents who spoke to reporters Thursday night, said Christine and their group mingled and partied that night with another group in another room at the City Garden Grand Hotel. This was confirmed by another respondent, JP de la Serna, who said they went back and forth between the 2 rooms. Another respondent, Romel Galido, said at one point, Christine woke him up to check if there are straight guys in the other room.
Nangyaya siya punta tayo dun sa kabila, gano'n, sama mo ko. Pupunta siya doon. Minsan, siya lang mag-isa, pumupunta siya doon, mag-isa.
Wala kayong close doon? Wala kayong...
Ako, personally, wala ako talagang kilala ni isa doon.
Rosales, de la Serna, Galido, and another respondent, Clark Rapinan, who identified himself as a nurse, said they went back and forth between rooms 2209 and 2207 until Christine got intoxicated. They claimed she spent the night in a bathtub and was vomiting frequently until she was found unresponsive the next morning. Galido also revealed what Christine felt after a night of partying and drinking.
Sabi niya, sis, parang I feel something, parang naiiba yung pakiramdam ko. I think mayroong I think naglagay sa drink niya, sabi niya sa akin. Then sabi ko, who? And then sabi niya, I think Mark. Gumanon siya sa akin, I think Mark.
Sino itong Mark na ito, please?
Mark Anthony Rosales.
Galido also claims this Mark Anthony Rosales has yet to issue a statement on the matter. They also said they did not use drugs that night, only hard liquor and soda. All 4 also said they were willing to undergo a drug test depending on the advice of their counsel. The tourism department gave the City Garden Grand Hotel until today to explain why it allowed Dacera's group to hold the party despite COVID-19 protocols. Mass gatherings and parties are still banned under current pandemic guidelines and because their hotel was classified as a quarantine facility. The group says they were able to organize the party with the help of a hotel manager they befriended. In the end, all 4 reiterated their claim that there was no foul play involved in Christine's death. For them, she was like a baby sister, lost forever, after what should have been a happy start of a new decade together.
Kaya yung pinaparatang sa amin na binaboy namin siya, ni-rape, hindi namin kayang gawin sa kanya yun at hindi kami ganong klaseng tao.
Paulo Barcelon, CNN Philippines.
President Rodrigo Duterte assures justice for the family of Christine Dacera. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says the case is not yet closed as they still await the result of the probe being conducted by the National Bureau of Investigation.
Yan po'y makakabuti dahil ang gusto ng piskal ay magkaroon ng additional ng ebidensya ng saggayon kapag naisampa sa kaso, dire-diretso na po sa Muntinlupa ang mga magiging akusado. So yung ginawa po ng piskal, sang-ayon po yan sa ating Rules of Criminal Procedure, sang-ayon po yan sa rules ng ating piskalya at ang layon po ito ay para makonvict beyond reasonable doubt yung mga suspect sa karumal-dumal na pagpatay na ito.
And the NCRPO has formed a special task force to focus on Dacera's case. The move comes as police now admit the lack of evidence when they filed the complaint at the prosecutor's office. The Special Investigation Task Group Dacera has already convened a meeting yesterday. Let's now get straight to the source of the story. We have Metro Manila Police Chief Vicente Danao Jr. General Danao, welcome to The Source, sir, and thank you so much for your time.
Yes, Ma'am Pinky. Good morning po, and all listeners. Morning.
So, General, the Special Investigation Task Group Dacera convened yesterday. Tell us exactly what the task force will do and what are the initial steps that have you undertaken?
Yes, Ma'am. Since the Makati City Police Office has received the RFI by the Fiscal of Makati, we immediately formed the Special Investigation Task Group, the Dacera case, in order to look on the possible pieces of evidence that could be included in order to strengthen the case. So we were able to have the group coming from the CIDG, the SOCO, the other units in order to form the group for us to collate more pieces of evidence in order to strengthen the case. So that is the purpose of having the SITG for us to collate more evidences.
So far, what kind or what other additional pieces of evidence ang nakala po ng task force?
As of now, ma'am, we cannot divulge as of now what evidences we have. But we're still waiting for other test results, no? Especially on the chemical results, psychology results, and other eyewitnesses who could possibly give clarifications on what really happened on that night before she died.
Okay, let's first talk about that, General, yung sinasabi pong eyewitness accounts because yesterday at around 5 p.m., nagsalita po yung apat na respondents. Ano po, I understand they're called respondents and not suspects here. And prior to that, another respondent, Greg, also spoke. In essence, there have been 5 who've spoken already and claimed innocence because sila yung grupo na nasa 2209 na kwarto. Yung pong kanilang mga salaysay, is the police still trying to get that? Are they going to be subpoenaed? What is the course of action of the police? Doon po muna doon sa 5 nagpakita na, sir.
Yes, ma'am. We would appreciate it much if they will voluntarily execute an affidavit to that effect para po mas mabigyan po natin ng linaw yung kanilang sinasabi, and it will be under oath para po mas mabibigyan po natin ng justisya yung nangyari. Especially on the account that they are a separate group from the other room, which is the 2207. So
Yes.
we are focusing on that angle.
So there are 2 rooms, no, General Danao, with 2 different sets of people, individuals. So what you're saying is you cannot demand an official statement from these respondents. Ganun ho ba yun?
No, ma'am. Bali, mas maganda po kasi lumabas naman na sila in the open. So, hanggat hindi po kasi natin na ilalagay yan sa black and white. So mas maganda po sana kung talagang it will be in a short habit para talagang po natin, ma-formalize po natin yung mga kanilang statements.
Right.
And this also includes po sana yung iba pong mga kasamahan nila. Since lumabas naman na po, no? Alam po namin na kaibigan ng gusto ni Miss Dacera itong mga taon to. So mas maganda po pagka lahat sila, lalong-lalo na yung nasa 2209 would their own version of the story.
Right. I guess what I want to find out, General, papaano kung ayaw po nila mag-submit ng affidavit sa police?
Well, that will be, ma'am, manglag pa rin po yun na hindi, po yung kanilang statement. Kasi they went out in the open man na po. So, mas maganda po, lalong-lalo na yung mga hindi pa po lumalabas to sabi mo po, lalo na po yung hindi pa po lumalabas, hindi open to have their statements be on a black and white. Opo.
Pero wala ho, what I'm trying to point out, General, hindi po sila, they're not forced, ano? Hindi po sila makakasuhan ng pulis sakaling ayaw po nila magbigay ng statement sa pulis.
That will depend po, ma'am, sa kalalabasan po ng investigation. Kasi if they will be withholding statements na alam po namin na dapat mas makakatulong yon, depende po yan sa kalalabasan. Pwede po silang filean pa rin ng kaso, if ever, or obstruction of justice. No? So, especially kung alam naman sana nila yung nangyari doon sa loob. Okay? So, mas maganda po sana nga na maglabas na lang talaga ng black and white sworn statement para po mas makatulong sa kaso. So, they are not yet off the hook.
All right.
Regarding, yes ma'am.
Opo. Yung pong kasing statement na sinasabi ninyo, meron na po yung Makati Police initially, hindi ho ba, when 3 of the respondents were detained sa stasyon ng Makati Police, sir? Ilang statements so far ang meron ng Makati Police?
Kasing statements, ma'am, na binigay initially po ay hindi po ganun ka-conclusive. Hindi po sa sufficient to pin down a suspect. Okay? Kasi hindi masyadong stress out doon kung ano ang direct participation ng lalong-lalo na kung meron po tayong inaakusahan. Okay. So yun po ang kailangan na ma-pinpoint dyan on what is the direct participation of the suspect if ever. Lalong-lalo na po yung minabi pong pangalan no? Na sasabi ito ganyan, hindi po natin masyadong makita yan unang-una dahil it does not mean po kasi sinabing ganito ganyan, yun na yun. Unang-una, how can we connect if ever man na the victim was induced of something if it is proven.
Okay, so basically, it's really encouraging. Tama ho ba yung salita, General? You are encouraging them to submit affidavits to the police.
Yes, ma'am. Opo, mas maganda po yun para po mas ma-formalize natin yung case. Kasi po sa korte po kasi yung sworn statement ang magbibigay linaw. Kasi sworn po yan. Then, nandun po nakalagay yung full details po na, although meron na pong initial, that is a good lead actually, but we need to dig deeper on case para mas mabigyan po lalo na linaw.
What were the supposed lapses in police procedure when the remains of Christine Dacera was autopsied? NCRPO Chief Vicente Danao shares his thoughts after the break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. Welcome back to The Source. Authorities are trying to figure out the circumstances that led to Christine Dacera's death. They're gathering more evidence, including security camera footage from the hotel where it all happened. And how are these important to the investigation? Rex Remigio tells us more.
CNN Philippines obtained a security camera video from a source showing Christine Dacera in a hallway inside the City Grand Hotel in Makati City. It was almost 3 in the morning on New Year's Day. She seemed to be in a hurry, walking barefoot while a guy was behind her. We have yet to know the identity of the other person and his role, if any, in the flight attendant's death. A certain Valentine Rosales reacted through his Facebook page on Wednesday. He's one of the reported gay companions of Christine and he says he's the person in the video. Rosales says, quote, "My friends and I know how wild Tin can be when she's drunk," unquote. CNN Philippines has been reaching out to Rosales but no response. At 4:13 a.m. meanwhile, another security camera video shows Christine seemingly drunk. A still unidentified man is seen carrying Christine to the same room. Investigators are examining the video.
Whatever it is, definitely the results might pwedeng makatulong o pwedeng hindi. So, depende kung ano yung laman ng video.
Police are still looking for more evidence from those who attended the party and the hotel management, hoping the videos would help shed light on what happened that day. Dacera's relatives say they have seen the videos, which the police also have, but they decline to comment pending the investigation. Rex Remitio, CNN Philippines.
And our guest today, Metro Manila Police Chief Vicente Danao Jr. General, nakita niyo na ho ba yung full CCTV footage? And if so, well, I'm assuming, sir, nakita niyo na po ito ha. Meron ho ba kayong nakita doon sa CCTV footage na nakaiba or that can shed light into the death of Dacera?
Yung full video po talaga, hindi po natin masyadong nakita yon. Pero yung mga important details po doon sa clippings ng buong video ay yun po yung aming pinagtuunan ng pansin. So initially when we saw the video, sabi ko nga, let us focus on the identification of the people around, no? Especially on that day or the night before she died. So that is very important, especially on room 2009, which as I presume na yun po yung kanyang pinaka-close o yung talagang barkada. So, however, one of the friends yata nila invited another group. So yun yung nandoon sa 2207, which sa tingin namin...
Opo.
Yes, opo. Which sa tingin namin ay hindi po nila kakilala personally, except for the one of the friends of Christine who invited that other group doon sa room 2207. So, kaya nga po as of now...
It seems that is also... General, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Opo. Kaya nga po as of
You
now,
said
ma'am...
kaya po as of now?
Yes, opo. We are trying to get the identification kung sino yung mga nandoon sa 2207. Kasi we presume that I think an hour or 3 hours before she passed out, she came from that room. So doon po kami nakafocus.
Opo. Okay. So yung 2 kwarto po, no? Kasi ang napag-uusapan at nakikita yung mga respondents dun sa 2209, General, ano po, hindi pa natin nakikita yung respondents doon sa 2207. Ang tanong ko po, meron na ho ba kayong mga pangalan dito sa mga respondents at incomplete hindi incomplete. Nakumpleto po ang respondents sa 2209 na mga pangalan at respondents sa 2207 na mga pangalan?
As of now, ma'am, wala pa po. Kaya nga po, sabi ko, I'm calling on the friends na nandoon po, lalo na sa 2209, to help us in the investigation. Kasi meron po silang isang friend dyan na siya ang nagdala ng grupo nyon. Ayun ang kailangan nating nakuha.
Okay. Very important, General, yung hinihingi ng fiscal, no, yung prosecutors. This case, na-release po yung 3 previously held sa Makati Police Station kasi there was insufficient evidence to prove rape and homicide, sabi po nung prosecutor. So, ang hinihingi po nila doon sa police are these: the toxicology report, the DNA analysis at pong histopath. Sir General, makukuha pa ho ba itong toxicology report, chemical analysis, DNA analysis at histopath?
Yun po yung hinihintay natin, ma'am, na results coming from the crime lab. Sabi naman nila initially, they conducted the examination on those reports, no? Kaya nga po nandoon yon. Pero hindi ko po alam kung talagang nakakuha ba sila ng specimen samples, no? Pero initially, sabi naman nung doktor na nag-examine yan, meron naman daw po silang they are just waiting for the results. However, we have that NBI, as I've heard, they're conducting a parallel investigation on the case. And if ever man na meron po silang makuha, mas malaking itutulong po yan para po mas mapaigting natin yung kaso.
Yeah. But, General, the question really is kung may nakuha pong sample Yun ho kailangan ma-determine. There could be no toxicology or chemical analysis kung wala pong nakuha doon sa biktima. At wala din pong kalalabasan na DNA analysis, hindi ho ba? Because I bring that up, sir, because I also heard in an interview, which I believe you confirmed, na yung si medical legal officer, si Police Major Sarmiento, inadmit ho ba niya talaga that in-embalm muna yung katawan bago pagkatapos nun tsaka in-examine?
Opo, ma'am. Actually, sinabi po nga niya yun na na-embalm bago po na autopsy. Kasi po meron po tayong pinalabas nung last year regarding the protocol on how to conduct an autopsy when there is a found dead body. So maybe because of the new protocol on conducting SOCO or conducting forensic pathology on a dead person, baka yun po ang naging basis niya for having that na nag-conduct muna ng embalming bago po kasi we are in a pandemic time po. So baka po hindi natin alam what would be the cause of her death. It could be baka na COVID ba or it could be a probable suspect. So that is the new protocol po kasi as pinabasa po sa akin ng na yun po ang protocol ng ating SOCO. Pero regarding on the details po, kung talaga pong ganon.
Opo. So, hindi po siya nagkamali na i-embalm muna bago in-examine? Because of the new protocol?
Para po sa akin kasi, ma'am, alam niyo po, iba kasi itong pandemic, ma'am. Iba kasi ang cause ng pandemic. This is the first time po kasi na-experience natin ito. So, para sa akin po, usually kasi po, pag may death na ang cause is COVID, sinusunog po kaagad yan So, this is a very abnormal time, kumbaga sa atin. And sa akin po kasing experience, ma'am, sa akin, mas nauuna po, dapat, para sa akin, mas nauuna po dapat yung pag-conduct po ng autopsy. Dahil pag na-embalm na po, definitely, it will change, lalong-lalo na kung anong meron dyan. Baka po yung dapat natin i-extract.
Yun na nga po
Yun nga po, opo.
That's why,
anyway,
General.
Ma'am,
That's exactly where I wanted to go.
Po.
Makakakuha pa ba ho ng DNA analysis, toxicology, chemical analysis at histopath kung in-embalm muna pagkatapos po nun ay tsaka in-examine? Kasi my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, sir, kapag in-embalsa na po yan, di ba you drain out all the fluids at there could be possible contamination thereafter. So how can one prove the angle of this possible rape or even homicide kung yun po yung tanong meron hubang nakuha sa katawan ng biktima?
I think po, ma'am, it's only the doctor who conducted this examination who has the expertise po to answer the question, ma'am. Pero when I initially tuhin naman, sabi niya, sir, mas mape-preserve nga yung evidences pagka na-embalm. Sabi ko, paano kaya mangyari yan? Paano kung pinaliguan mo yan o ano? Definitely, para sa akin po, mama, hindi po ako doktor, pero sabi ko nga,
In
as an
fact,
experienced one, malaki po yung possibility na sinasabi po ninyo.
Opo. In fact, kausap ko po yung pathologist na si Raquel Fortun, Dr. Raquel Fortun kahapon. Sabi ko, meron ho bang time period, yung crucial period by which you're able to get siguro evidence from a victim's body? Sabi niya within 72 hours. Kaya ang tanong ko po ngayon, makakatulong po pa kaya yung second autopsy? Kasi kung paniniwalaan po natin yung sinasabi niyo na sinabi ng doktor na medical legal that he embalmed first and then tsaka siya nag-autopsy, wouldn't one conclude, General, na wala hong nakuha or kung may nakuha na, posibleng contaminated na po yun dahil na-embalsa muna yung katawan?
I think it would be proper, ma'am, to wait for the results muna po, ma'am, kung ano yung kalalabasan po.
Okay. Let's talk about then, sir, yung kasi kailangan hinihintay po ito ng prosecutor, ano po, yung DNA, toxicology, and histopath. Sabi mo, let's refer that to the doctor. Let's just talk about very briefly, General, I hope you don't mind, no, the police procedure here. Do you see, were there problems, were there lapses from the time that these three individuals were brought to the police station from the hotel sa Makati, sir? Yung procedure po ng police.
Yun pong pag-invite po kasi, ma'am, doon sa mga probable suspects or persons of interest, lalong-lalo na they were invited. Yun po kasi, ma'am, usually ang procedure dyan, kahit po kung kapatid kayo, mag-asawa, as long as there is a death.
Opo.
Okay, so lalong-lalo na po, I'm not saying on this case, lalong-lalo na po, if the cause of death is with injuries, definitely po yung last na kasama na at the time or before, immediately before ng death po, yun po yung number one nating tatawagin to shed light kung ano po ba ang talagang nangyari. Okay? Then saka po yan, unti-unting magbabacktracking. Kasi yung importante po, kasi sila po yung kasama Okay, so SOP po talaga yan, ma'am, na kung sino po yung nakakita, sino po yung kasama, last na kasama, lalong-lalo na yung hours
Tama,
before.
okay.
Yes, opo.
And so, did you see any lapses, sir, in the procedure? Just as a last question, General.
Yun po yung tinitingnan natin ngayon, ma'am. Number one po kasi dyan, yung time, kung gaano po katagal bago nila na-receive. Pero as of yesterday, nung pong inumpisaan namin yung SITG, I think in order naman po, as long as yung tatlong suspect lang po ang pinag-uusapan.
In order.
Yes, opo.
Opo,
Okay
opo.
naman po. Okay naman po yung
doon
naging...
sa police station. So, okay.
Yes, opo. Okay, opo.
Opo. So, General, we'll await, because January 13, kung di po ako nagkakamaling, sinasabing preliminary investigation, ito po yung sa prosecution. So, we will continue to monitor the story. Maraming salamat po kay Metro Manila Police Chief Vicente Danao. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and mabuhay po kayo.
And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.